they don't come to me because we all kind of the same, and I'm changing that. We don't ask for help. We don't come around when we going through shit.
I'm like that.
Yeah, we all are, and I think that's a bad thing.
I'm like that. They always know when I'm going through something, and it doesn't have to be major. I could just be stressed over a business endeavor or something like that. Stressed over my fucking kids, and I distance myself because I know that they care about me so much.
You don't want to bring.
I don't want to stress them.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them have brand new babies, right? And I'm just like, all right, you taking care of a kid and stuff right now. I don't want to. You have so much to worry about with your little one.
Mm-hmm.
My kids are grown. I have adults,
yeah.
right? And even if it's not just that, but just small thing, I don't want to burden them with something small because I know that they care so much, and in the way that I'm stressing over it, I know they're gonna stress just as much.
So what
and that's a bad habit of myself because they always tell me that I don't give a fuck. Just come and still. They'll hit me up like, "What's up with you? What's going on?" Or really tell me what's going on. And if it's on the FaceTime, they can see it on my face because if someone knows you and knows you well, they can read you. Yeah. And I have to be like, now let it all out. I know it was something wrong. Why the fuck did they call me ready to tell me?
Because we don't.
And I'm like, I don't want to stress you.
We've learned how important energy is. Like, so even with
I never want to bring negative energy, and that's not negative.
No, but it is. People think negative
low
means,
energy. I feel like
it is, but people think negative means talking about somebody
gossip
else. Negative is the opposite of positive. If something is bringing you down, it has a negative effect. I got into a full-blown argument with a person that I consider a brother. I haven't spoken to him since because I said, yo, that's negative energy. He's like, how's that negative energy? I'm talking about what I'm experiencing. I said, because it's making you like this. You're getting irate. You fucking yelling. I was like, that's negative. If you don't see the negativity in your mood changing to this, how do you not understand? But again, we're not like that. We don't like to burden people with things that's going to shift the energy. I be going through some shit. Of course, you know that, right? But I got people, and then I tell them, the other day I was telling them, I was like, yo, you remember when I was homeless? He's like, yeah, you never homeless? I was like, you was homeless? I said, exactly. Because I didn't run around telling everybody, yo, man, I'm fucked up. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Like, because it doesn't change.
The world is on my shoulders.
Yeah, it don't change anything. So people be confused when I tell these stories, and then like when certain shit was happening, like, yo, remember I was going to go to jail for 3 B-class felonies, and nigga, I was facing 18 to life, and niggas be bugging like, when? Every time I'm around you happy, because I learned to live in the moment. If I live in what could happen, I be fucking losing my mind. And that's what most people do, right? They live in what could be instead of what it is in that moment. And I'm not saying just live life on some Forrest Gump shit, like fuck it, whatever happens, happens. No, but what I'm saying is, back to your point of why we don't do that, we don't bring that, we gotta make sure it's what it is. Like when I was going through that, right, and Young was bugging, he was like, yo, why you ain't been telling me? I was like, because I didn't want you to worry all the way up until it was time.
Yeah, that was everybody.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that actually saw me.
Yeah.
Right? They knew something was off.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't know what. And I was just like, nah, everything's good.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm fighting for my life right now. I'm about to go to jail.
It's crazy we can laugh about it now,
no,
right?
Baby, like, I'll save that for the book, but it was
like
I'm too cute for jail. Like,
I'm too sexy for jail. I said that. I was like, yeah, this is crazy.
I literally told 2 people during, because one, I couldn't deny it, because they literally could see it on my face, the stress. And then it makes me even just like cringe even thinking about it. And then the other person had a relative who was going through something
similar
for a murder charge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I felt like I didn't want to tell them because I already knew that. It's like, bitch, I'm your sister, right?
Yeah.
Not biologically, but and I'm like, I don't want you, but I'm like, okay, maybe this will. I understand what you're going through.
Give perspective.
So, right. But, it's crazy. So, you just need to surround yourself with good people.
Yeah. Genuine people more than good.
Kind people who are going to call you out on your shit. And I don't even call you out. Or people, I think a lot of times it gets misconstrued, right? When
As
someone, yeah,
Right.
and they feel like, oh,
Nigga
yeah, I love to address shit. I'm not sweeping nothing under the table. I don't want to do that. And I've cut a lot of people off who don't take accountability for the fuck shit that they've done. I got tired of being the bigger person. I'm the Jolly Green Giant. Literally, every time for them to continue to do the same thing. Yeah, and I feel like if you take accountability, you learn from your mistakes, you change, right? And show growth, it shouldn't be no issues.
But that's the thing, though, not to cut you off. People, change is not finding a better way to disguise your bullshit. That's what most people think change is. Change is showing change in action. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like with that, and to your point of accountability, people feel like if certain things don't happen a certain way, it's not their fault. And that's one of the biggest problems with people taking accountability. Because, like, you ever have somebody say, like, well, oh that's just how I am. That's the...
Oh, I can't even do that
right.
no more.
I
can't even... I used to tolerate that a lot.
Yeah.
Relatives
that's
say
our
that
environment,
a lot. Parents say that to their kids a lot.
Even that, right? So your parent will tell you, well, you know that's just how your brother is. That's the worst shit. Yeah. I've never done that with Dream and Liberty. No. Like, I don't allow them to treat each other however they feel fit. And that's one of the biggest things. I was hard on respect and integrity, right? And not saying they won't go out into the world and not allow, they can't control someone disrespecting them, right? Because people that, but I want them to always know your integrity shouldn't let you speak up on disrespect. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should never just let somebody disrespect you and not defend your integrity or your respect. And that's just me. I'm a man of respect. So that's why I get so much love, right? And back to your point of people confusing that for hate, that's one of my, like, I think that's the best and the worst things about me. Yeah. That I'm super duper honest and I'm direct. And if I fuck with you, I'ma definitely tell you about yourself. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm never gonna pretend that I'm gonna never pretend I don't see the bullshit. I'm never gonna ignore your wrongs, and I'm always gonna celebrate your rights. But you gotta be willing to take me acknowledging and
I'm always going to
call you out on your wrongs
and celebrate
your rights. You know what I'm saying? So, but you gotta be willing to take both. You can't just be wanting to come around and be praised when, yeah, you're doing good, and then when you do some fuck shit, I come around and say, yo, my nigga, that was some fuck shit, and then just avoid it. You know? So
that's people don't like to celebrate people.
No. I celebrate everybody.
Yeah.
I celebrate strangers. Like the other day, I don't know his name. I hate that I'm bad at that. I came across a young man's page. He's in a movie with damn, I forgot. It's a movie. I don't know if it's a Lifetime or Peacock movie, but it's about a woman who I hate the Tyler Perry theme type movie. But long story short, she had a baby with a man. He went to jail for trying to kill her. But that's not what's important. What's important is the little boy. That was his first acting role as a star. And I came across his page, and I just told him how I was proud of him. Mm-hmm. Some people don't feel like they can. You have to know someone personally to be proud of them. I read what he wrote, and I saw how excited he was, and I was like, yo, I'm proud of you. Like, I don't have to know him personally to tell him that. Fast forward, I come across adults, same thing, men and women. Like, if I see a they celebrating something, I'm like, oh, good for you. That's dope. Keep doing it. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like the other day, I've been trying to send out morning motivations to select people like that. I feel like that I don't speak to regularly.
To parents I know who go hard for their kids. I send them out like, hey, this is just for you.
Right, and shout
out to you.
Like, my homegirl T hit me back and was like, oh my God, I needed this. I don't know why you said this to me, but I'm glad you said it to me. I'm just basically saying everybody, men and women alike, right? I'm not biased when it comes to that. If you got that text from me, that DM from me, just know you was hand selected. And I don't want people to feel like, oh, I sent it to everybody. No. I tell you every morning. I don't gotta text you. Anyway, sure. Yeah, so right, when you get that text, like on a serious note, when you get that text, you was hand selected, right? And I basically what I said, I don't know, because I just be saying that, oh, you know, I'm great with words when I want to be. It was basically something along the lines of, like, no matter what happens today, don't let no whack person make you forget how dope you are. And we need to hear that sometimes. Yeah. We all need to hear that. We all go through that shit, like, and I don't care.
Act used to always send us stuff every morning.
No, but I used to send, like, we would send each other stuff. And he would always say that he kind of, you know, God rest his soul, he got me out of feeling like, oh, nah, this is only for us. And he would always say, oh, man, I'm getting emotional. I'm like, just think about it. With music, he would always get mad with me because he would say, yo, you selfish. And I'd be like, what? Like, he's like, yo, you got all this dope music and you ain't sharing it. I'm getting mad emotional thinking about it. He'd be like, yo, you not sharing it with the world. That's selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't look at it that way. So he like, yo, this is dope. You said, yo, you should just send this to everybody. He would tell me that. And I'm like, everybody? He like, no, like, yo, people need to hear that shit, Dottie. He be like, yo, he like that. People need motivation, Dottie. Like, yo, that shit up. So even how we came up with the remember, we all came up with the drip thing when he did the one thing. Yeah. He did it for Stush Fashionista, ironically. And we were like, yo, you should do this every day. The way you always telling me to send people text, you know what I'm saying? So, but long story short, that was something that I took to celebrate people. And what he would always say about me, two things Ack would always say about me is, one, he's like, yo, you research everything, right? Because I like to be knowledgeable in what I'm talking about and what I'm doing, right? That's why I learned how to edit videos. That's how I learned how to record myself. I will research some shit. So if I find something interesting, I'm a researcher, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Two, he said, I always support people and show gratitude. Like, because I would just randomly text him and say, yo, I appreciate you letting me be a part of your journey. And when I say that to people, some people be freaked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Patchwork, right, when Ack passed away, when he sent me a text and it touched my soul, I'm not even going to lie. He was like, yo, I'm not going to lie. When I first met y'all, I didn't know what was happening. And then he's like, especially you, June. He was like, yo, you was so kind to me. You was looking out for me. You was giving me information. You was like, you fed, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I was confused. He said, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if y'all was going to rob me for my cameras.
People don't know genuine love or have never received
from strangers. Not that they don't know genuine love.
Wanting something back
from strangers.
In return.
Yes.
Because we come from an environment where we feel like somebody's constantly trying to get over us. So hence we touched base last time, and I'm telling you, it's like, oh, you can't be smiling at niggas and this, that, and the third because people gonna think you soft. So he's like, what's the catch here? Why are they being kind to me and not realizing this is how we are?
You know why we like that? We've been fucked over by people so much. We are the anomaly, right? We supposed to be the people that go, you know what? Everybody done did me dirty. Story. Yes, I'm fuck everybody. We're the opposite. You know what? I'm never gonna let nobody feel, because I know
that's allowing somebody else to change who you really are.
No, but for me, I look at the type of shit that I was willing to do to a motherfucker for violating me, and I go, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of June when he gets to that, right? So for me, I'm like, nah, I'm never gonna put nobody through that, because I know how, in certain instances, what it led to me, right? Doing like, oh shit. I almost tricked myself out of my freedom because a nigga did some whack shit to me. You understand? So I had to learn to grow wise from that. But like you said, I never want to be the guy to do the shit that was done to me. I'm like, damn, I would never do that. So when the opportunity presents itself, you have a choice to make. And it's like I say all the time, life is about choices and decisions. You can't control the consequences of your choices and decisions. Right. I'm like, and we always do that. And that's why it's funny. We shouldn't even be cool with new people based on some of the shit we experience.
Past experiences, but I've always said that I'm not going to allow other people to change who I am. I get messages all the time, and people are like, "Damn, you always sending me good shit." Whether it could be something that's more somewhere to take their kids, right? Mm-hmm. If I see, they got this new park opening, something like that, I'm like, an experience for their child, date night, whatever ideas. I'm like, I don't have to talk to you like that on a regular basis or know you personally. But if you engage with me enough on social media, you're in my mind to send you something. People are like, oh my God, thank you so much. You're always sending me stuff or whatever the case may be. And I don't do it for that. I just, all right, I know she got kids. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Oh, this person got a special needs kid. Let me send them some sensory stuff. No, whatever. Oh, this person like to eat. Yo, try this new spot.
But you
Oh,
never
you
know.
trying to lose weight?
Yeah.
Oh, here, try it.
But you
try
never
this or
know.
whatever.
That's why you're good
So
at that.
when you say that, right, you celebrate